This illustration deals with job briefing, planning, and job briefing. Now notice in the purpose of change. The purpose of change was to provide procedures for job safety planning and job briefing before a work task is started, and adding a new informational note to 70E 110.5L that refers the user to Figure L.2 and the Annex L in 70E and the back of 70E. Now, the employees are basically reviewing and receiving a job briefing on this particular job task that's going to be performed in accordance with 110.5L11 through 6, page 16 and 17 and 70E. Now, basically, the main call out here, job safety plan, should be in accordance with the following. Be completed by a qualified person. Now, we know what a qualified person is. It's a person that knows the installation, the type of equipment, the operation of the equipment, all the hazards involved with the equipment, and how to avoid those hazards. Now, notice that just qualified person, not necessarily a licensed person, but a qualified person. And then, of course, the job planning should be documented. Number 3, include the following information. A description of the job and the individual task. What kind of task is it? Are we changing out a breaker? Are we pulling in wire? Terminating a new branch circuit? What would be the task? Identification of electrical hazards associated with each task. Is there more than one task or that could involve hazards, or just one task period? A shock hazard assessment in accordance with 130.4 for the task involving a shock hazard. Now we know we can go to the table, I believe it is 130.4 EA, and we have voltage levels there, and we have the shock boundaries listed there. A arc flash assessment in accordance with 130.5 for the task involving an arc flash hazard. Work procedures involve special precautions and energy source controls. Now, we know 130.5 gives us the information needed to perform an arc flash hazard. But to look to determine how to do that and what formulas would be used to perform such a task, we would go to the Annex D. And the Annex D as in dog has, formulas there based upon the type of task that's being performed and on the particular type of equipment. So the informational note right here, for more information, we would want to see 70E, the Annex I, on page 78. And notice here, there's a person in charge with this particular task, according to the 2021 edition of 70E. And of course, to learn more about this person in charge and why they're required, see 110.5L and 70E on page 16.